This way. Come on. I really like graveyards. Graveyards are nice places. Oh, my feet are wet, my feet are wet. Yes, I know my feet are wet, my feet are wet. Yes, I know my feet are very wet, and you can see I'm walking in these puddles. Feet are wet, oh, 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 feet are wet, oh. Whoa. Well, that's nice. I can actually control the lighting. No more very dark and very light. I have manual control that would appear of the exposure. I never saw that before. Makes a big difference. I left a spider on my face, now I think it's bit me. I know the past participle of bit is bitten, but it didn't rhyme, so I pretended I didn't know, and now nothing is rhyming, so I think I will stop. Oh, I should just brush the spider off my face, because it's itchy where it's bitten me now. I am obviously not allergic to spider bites, so I have no reason to be scared of them. If you have an allergy to spider bites, fair enough. Oh, people are cold and living in graveyards. I feel like I should offer him somewhere to stay. I don't like people living, but I've got nowhere. I asked this woman to fix my room for my exams. She chucked me out of my room, filled my house full of her junk, and I've been living in 4 meters squared for 6 months now. When I tried to throw her junk out, she screamed at me saying that cost her a lot of money. So I still cannot get into my room. I still cannot study, even though obviously I've got rid of her. I'm kind of stuck. And that while I have no space, how can I invite homeless people to live with me? This way! Come here, Shim, for a treat! Shim, treat! Come here, Mimi! Shim, treat! Shim! Good girl. No being friendly. Why do we have to be friendly all the time? Come on. Shim's usually unfriendly. The only time she's friendly is when she's coming on heat. And that makes me think she's coming on heat. I could neuter her, but seriously, having gone through menopause, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Because you're strong with your sex hormones, you become weak and old the moment they go away. When they go away, it's not much of your life. You're young, so I'll just keep them being young. No, you're not getting any more. Let's go for a run. Let's go for a run. To puppies, here we go. This is my favourite chokeberry bush. But, look, they're too high for me to get. There's no chokeberries on the lower branches. I do like chokeberries. I planted a chokeberry bush in my garden, but nothing's fruiting yet. All the trees need to grow. Also, Shim doesn't listen to me very much when she's on heat, not if she sniffs a male dog. She's much more likely to go running towards the male dog. Well, as I say, she becomes more friendly. Oh, you're pretty, Shim. And you're pretty, Mimi. Otherwise, I would let that person stay in my home. He might prefer to be... I don't know. I'm very difficult to live with. I'm sure he wouldn't prefer to be living in 4 meters squared with me and 2 dogs than in a graveyard where he can light a fire. As soon as I make enough money, I'm starting to work to fix up my room. Because obviously it's half done at the moment. Because this girl laid concrete on the ground and then did nothing for months. Just filled up my house with her junk. So it needs fixing because the concrete is very porous and it's getting very muddy, you know, with all the footprints and the paw prints. So as soon as it's made non-porous, then I'll have some space back. I'll have 20 meters squared. I've got about 5 meters squared per room. Currently the bathroom and the bedroom are out of use. The cupboard was out of use because my neighbours kept filling it with their junk, but I've just lost it with all of them and told them to take their stuff out of my cupboard. Unfortunately, you can access my cupboard from the hall. So I've got that back. So I now have storage space and my living room. That's 10 meters squared. But obviously I cannot live in the storage space because it's a cupboard under the stairs. And the 5 meter room, living room, which I'm staying in, is unfortunately filled with the furniture that would be in the bedroom normally. So even though it's a 5 meter squared room, I've actually got 2 meters squared to live in. And I've been there now for 6 months. All because I asked someone to do up my bedroom who left it half done for months and months. But I really want to get back in my bedroom. The whole reason I wanted to do it was so that I could study. I want to do my postgraduate in ESOL because I like teaching foreigners. I want to teach foreigners. So I want to become a registered teacher for teaching foreigners, which means I need a postgraduate in education in ESOL. But in order to study, I do need a bedroom. You might ask, why don't I study in the living room? 2 meters squared, surrounded by clutter. I can't think. I need space. I just need to get back in my bedroom. Because then I've got 5 meters squared. I can study in 5 meters squared. I just can't study in 2 meters squared. I can't even sit in 2 meters squared. There isn't enough space. There's only enough space to lie down. There isn't enough space to put a chair. Sorry, I know I'm moaning. But honestly, it's been so long. And I'm so tired. And I wouldn't mind just having 5 meters squared. So it's good I didn't invite that homeless person to live with me. Because if I can't fit in, and I'm a tiny woman, then obviously I don't have space for another person. I just feel sorry for him. Oh, that's handy. There's a cup. I can use that for bringing coffee out. I'm keeping that. Travel mug, it's called. Cool. I'd like a travel mug. On the plus side, you know I've had no money for months. I haven't needed money. Everything I need just turns up. Like, my sister bought